What's up everyone, it is Andrew here from AppleInsider, and we are doing another video on Apple's new MagSafe. So we've already done one video on this, kind of going over what MagSafe is, what it does, and how it works. If you want to look at that more, check out our in-depth tutorial on that. It's linked here in the video, I'll link it down below, but check on that on exactly what MagSafe is and how it works. In this video, we're going to follow up answering some of your questions and actually going hands-on with Apple's own MagSafe cases and its MagSafe Charger. So we got everything we need, a stack of iPhone 12 cases, MagSafe Charger, our iPhone 12 dummy units just for fun. So let's go ahead and spin this thing up, your questions answered, hands-on with Apple's MagSafe. So the first thing to talk about is this guy. This is Apple's MagSafe Charger. Now, Apple itself will be releasing two different versions of MagSafe chargers. There's this guy, just the solo charging puck. Then there will be a larger MagSafe Duo, which folds in half and charges not only your iPhone over MagSafe, but your Apple Watch as well. So that one is still coming, but right now we've got MagSafe, the single MagSafe charger is already out and we've got our hands on it. So this is what you get inside of the box. It doesn't look like a whole lot. It's pretty similar to a lot of Apple's other chargers. We open it up and you can see it is a USB-C cable, and then we have the puck here on the other side. So we can go ahead and open this guy up, get a better idea of Apple's MagSafe charging puck. Now, we do have a few different size comparisons. I also want to note that, of course, as you can tell, this does not come with a charger. You do need a charger to utilize this guy, and Apple says you need a 20-watt USB-C charger to get the most out of it. Now, Apple, of course, they do sell their own 20-watt USB-C power brick. You can see that here. They started selling this 20-watt version with the new iPads. It's also included in the updated iPad Air. So you can pick up this 20-watt USB-C power brick from Apple if you would like. But there are other options. One of my personal favorites that a lot of people recommend, we've seen it around a lot, is the Anker Powerport Nano 3. This is the newest version and it's been updated to work at 20 watts. So this guy is extremely tiny. I mean, you can see it compared to Apple's own. There's a pretty big size difference between the two. So this is a really good option if you want something small and compact. The Anker Powerport Nano 3. It's a really good option, pretty affordable when you're looking for a 20-watt USB-C power brick to go with your MagSafe charger. So back to the charger itself. As you can see, we got USB-C on one end, it is permanently attached, and then we have the puck on the other side. So this is similar to Apple's higher end stainless steel Apple Watch chargers. So because it has that metal around the outside and then the kind of slightly softened portion there in the center, which is different from the Apple Watch ones, which is a hard plastic in the center. And we have a good size comparison. We can compare the sizes right here between Apple's Apple Watch charger and the new MagSafe charger. Obviously, they're pretty big difference in size because one's meant for an iPhone and one's meant for an Apple Watch. So you can see the difference here. The MagSafe one is a bit thinner though than the Apple Watch version. So here's our MagSafe charger ready to go. A couple things that I want to talk about. One, MagSafe is actually backwards compatible with Qi charging. So you guys probably know what that means. If you have an iPhone that supports Qi wireless charging, go ahead and set that on top of MagSafe. Boom, it's going to begin to charge. So you can charge your Qi devices on the MagSafe charger. So if you buy one of these things, you have an iPhone 12 and your partner still has an iPhone 11, you can use MagSafe with yours for up to 15 watts of wireless power, and your partner could use just Qi wireless charging, I believe up to 7.5 watts of wireless power. Works on pretty much anything that supports Qi, including the your AirPods or your AirPods Pro. So both of those will work on the MagSafe charger too. So AirPods and AirPods Pro, your iPhones, anything through Qi, and the iPhone 12 line using MagSafe, which is going to give you twice the power output. The biggest difference though, when you're using a non-MagSafe device, you're not gonna get that magnetic stick. There is a little bit of magnetic stick, but it's not anything like you'll actually have on an iPhone 12. So we can use this with Qi devices, that's good to know. Now let's try it with some of Apple's cases. Apple has 8 cases, 8 silicone cases, as well as a clear case already available for the iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro. Down the line, we're gonna also get a sleeve that is MagSafe compatible and we're going to get leather cases that are MagSafe compatible. But right now, we're looking at the silicone ones. Now, there are several colors. There's black and white, we have cypress green, and blue. Those are the ones that we don't have because all of you monsters snapped them up and they couldn't get here in time for this video. So we're gonna do a separate video later on all of Apple's iPhone 12 cases. But for now, we're gonna look at these few colors. We still do have quite a few. We've got the pink citrus, we've got kumquat, we have the product red version, and we have plum. So we can go ahead and look at all of these cases, and yes, they are MagSafe enabled. I'm not gonna wait around to open them up. We've already got that part done. So these are Apple's first line of silicone cases for the new iPhones. If you look inside of any of these cases, you can see there's this ring. That is going to be your array of magnets that are built into these cases. Now each case manufacturer is going to do this differently. We've seen with the OtterBox cases, they kind of just slide in a piece of, not paper, but plastic material, foam material right on the inside with those magnets. Apple's done a little bit better because it's actually sealed behind the microfiber lining, and they put this liner here on the inside as well. There's the ring around there, and there's also an alignment one there at the bottom. So the ring is what you're going to use for the charger, but that alignment one is going to be important for other MagSafe accessories such as the wallet that do have a proper alignment. So how does this connect? It really goes on just as you'd expect. Just boom, right there. Now, a couple questions that I've already had from the first video is how does this stay in place? Can it move around? Is this permanently kind of affixed to the bottom? So it doesn't spin, and you can't really like spin it. It's not free spinning, at least Apple's version here. Third parties get on that spinning version of MagSafe, but it can be aligned in different ways. It just kind of moves a little bit tougher because it is on the silicone surface, but you can move that around into different positions. So if it's better to go off to your one side while you're holding it, maybe your right hand, it goes off better to the other side, you can do that. It can be pretty much oriented into whatever way you need it to go. So it's not stuck in the bottom position or to one of the sides. You can freely move it wherever you need it to go. So how much sticking power is here with MagSafe? Is another question that we got a lot of. And honestly, on the cases, it's not too much. It's not too crazy. You're gonna notice that if we have this on the table, it's going to require a decent amount of force to hold that down. You can't simply kind of lift up your phone. If I lift up my phone, MagSafe's coming with it. So you do have to hold that down as you pick your phone up, or pick your phone up, take it off, and set that back down on the table. So this will not stay down on its surface without some additional effort to make sure that it goes back down on there. Now, when you do have the real iPhone 12, our case, we got dummy units, so these aren't going to do anything. The magnetic attraction is stronger because it's got the additional magnet inside of the phone. So while this is how this is now, we've already seen the videos, we've seen the reviews, and we can see that there is a bit more snap to it when it's actually got the iPhone 12 behind it. But it is a good amount of magnetic force going on with these cases. Something else that we can't demo here is MagSafe does use NFC, which is a really cool thing for these cases, because when you put these cases onto an iPhone 12, it's able to read that NFC chip and it's able to display on the screen kind of like this ring animation going outwards of the case color. So it'll match with the color of the case that you've got, whether you get the pink citrus or kumquat or product red or plum. You put that on there and that ring is going to expand out on your screen. It's just a nice little effect that Apple is able to do. Apple also says these cases hold on a bit better because of the magnets. Again, not something we can test right now because we don't have our iPhone 12 yet, but they still wrap around the front of your phone, so they still do have a lip there. They still have that added bumper, and at least from what I can tell now, there's not an issue with these cases coming off at all. They hold on very well. These feel great. I mean, I just still love the feel of the iPhone 12, the iPhone 12 cases, the iPhone 12 dummy units in the hand. It just feels like a really nice phone and more substantial than it has in the past. I like the flat sides on here. These cases have always been a lot of people's favorites just because of the soft material they have, just questionable on how long they actually hold up. But these again are Apple's cases. That pink citrus, we have kumquat, we have product red, and we have plum. So what do you guys think, and what other questions do you have on MagSafe? What else do you want to know? Let me know over on Twitter at Andrew_OSU, and I'll do my best to answer those questions, or you can throw them up in the bottom of this video. And let me know, are you picking up MagSafe or an iPhone 12? What is your favorite color? I just have so many questions. Be sure to get back to me, and I'll check you guys out in the next video.